Kavli Foundation is working on a new initiative in neurobiology and changing ecosystems. And some people say, well, what is neurobiology and changing ecosystems? And it's really our way of recognizing that there are a number of questions that intersect the field of neuroscience with observations that we have all made now about the state of our changing environment related to a warming Earth, impacts such as noise in the environment, light pollution, that are actually having an impact on neurobiological systems. The underlying mechanisms at the cellular level and at the circuit level in a brain, a neural system, even that of an insect, is something that we really actually don't understand. That interchange of connecting what the environment is doing into what a cell and hence an animal is doing in terms of its own evolution. And so it's almost as though you can think about the experimental model of a changing environment as the disease that is now subjected to a particular neural organism or a neural system, so that we can learn more from those, as well as learn more just about how the nervous system functions. The Kavli Foundation is particularly interested in this challenge because it's so important, honestly, to our understanding of basic neurological systems, as well as to things that can ultimately benefit humanity. We've taken a number of different ways to really, not just on our own kind of forge ahead in this particular theme through grants and convenings, but to also set up partnerships with other foundations who share our goals.
I think the fact that the Kavli Foundation in particular is spearheading that lens through which to look at how changing environments influence or are manifested in how nervous systems work. I think that's incredibly important.
We've actually created a Kavli Exploration Award, which is funding for basic research. And in addition to that, we also partnered with organizations like the Grass Foundation to support scientists who are early career scientists and fellows doing shorter term projects in the capacity of working at marine biology labs in Woods Hole, Massachusetts, as part of the Grass Foundation Summer Fellowship.
The interesting thing about the Kavli Grass Fellows is that I don't think the fellows would have asked that question, like what about a changing environment, had it not been for Kavli. But what I'm noticing is that the presence of even one or two people asking those types of questions has, I think, been expansive for all of the fellows, even if their project in particular isn't focused on a changing environment, right? They're at least primed to think that that's something they not only could look into, but perhaps should look into.
A lot of these projects really don't have a surefire answer. They're so exploratory that for us, it's a really great opportunity to show our commitment behind the importance of the research, but to also give some flexibility and freedom to scientists to take on that risky work. And also to just sort of look outside of their own fields, to look to partner with other scientists and researchers. So it really is something that does fit into a lot of different basic questions that just simply hadn't been looked through this lens before. And it's not about environmental science, it's about intersectional science.